Good morning, Amy. Today we're going over a few Thanksgiving centerpiece ideas. That holiday is fast approaching for everybody, and of course the main feature of Thanksgiving is setting a beautiful table. So we've put together some centerpiece options that would complement that. The first one over here on my left is actually done on a pumpkin, which is a great way to celebrate some of the fruits of the season. So what we did is we used this beautiful heirloom pumpkin. I've got a couple stacked here behind the arrangement as well. They're not the typical orange, so they can blend well into any decor. They come in different shades of blues, greens, tans, even pink tones. And you can certainly, if you want to make the project a lot of work, is go ahead and carve out the pumpkin, scoop out the seeds, and arrange right in the middle of that pumpkin. I, however, like to take a little bit of a shortcut in that I like to find a pumpkin that's got a nice flat top on it, break the top off of it, and then just arrange the floral into just a little plastic tray and set it right on top of my pumpkin. It saves me the trouble of carving, which is a blessing, and also makes for a much longer lasting arrangement because you haven't carved out the center, so it's not going to rot as quickly. And the fact that this is removable allows you to set it right in your sink, turn on the tap, give it a good drink of water, let it drip dry, and then put it right back in place. So it can be a really nice long-lasting option as well. In terms of putting together the arrangement, we just used the floral foam that you can get from your local wholesaler or florist that you can see tucked under there. And it's just on actually a little inexpensive clear plastic saucer to hold the floral foam in place. And then putting the arrangement together is just a matter of taking whatever flowers you want to use. They can be mums, and here we've used some mums. We've got some beautiful autumn-colored roses. And this is liquid amber. It's a type of fall foliage. A lot of texture for this time of year is what's beautiful. But you'll want to go ahead and insert the flowers directly into the floral foam. I like to use a knife. You can use a pruning shears, a nice sharp clippers, but you're going to want to cut at a nice angle. And when you're going in, I think the most helpful tip that I can give when you're putting together an arrangement in floral foam is to go to the center of the foam. Imagine that there's a point right in the middle of the foam that all the stems want to insert into so that everything radiates out from the center. It helps you to get this nice rounded shape that you want to achieve. It's just a good thing to keep in the back of your mind as you're designing things. Even some of these roses that are coming down, like this one here, it's coming down from that center point. Hopefully that makes some sense, but it's just a good thing to bear in mind as you're putting things together. Over here on the right, we put together a slightly more formal option. This is in this beautiful footed glass pedestal. A lot of people have beautiful glass pieces at home, that maybe they keep in a cabinet, pull out on special occasions. If you're not going to use it for serving, think about putting your centerpiece in it. What I love about using a container like this is the fact that it's footed. If you need to have a really full table because you're having a lot of guests and you're going to need to get serving dishes tucked up close, because it's not directly on the table, you can actually have stuff tucked slightly underneath it, and it maximizes the table space that you've got. In this one, we've used, again, some of those same beautiful fall-colored roses combined with rose hips, which is what a rose turns into after it's done blooming. So it's kind of this beautiful succession of materials. And then we also, in this one, used what are these beautiful little gourds. These are real gourds. And what we've done is we've just pierced a little wood dowel or stick right into the center of the gourd so that allows us to insert it into the foam, and that'll hold it in place. It's a great look, too, with apples, pomegranates. There are a lot of different materials you can use that treatment with. And then again, everything is built into the floral foam, just as it was with the pumpkin we talked about a moment ago. And this is designed for a nice long, low arrangement. So if you've got a longer rectangular or oval dinner table, it'll stretch out over the length of the table for you. And then we've also got this beautiful curly kale that you probably see in the produce section from time to time spilling over the sides of the arrangement. So a great way to incorporate a little bit more than just flowers into your Thanksgiving centerpiece on your table this year.